Good morning. I hope you can hear me. Right, so I'm just doing a quick run to the sauna because I need to go out this evening at 8, and I'm not sure how tomorrow is going to shape up. I normally go on a Tuesday, so just finished doing my exercise and literally changed into my swimwear just because I'm not going to use the gym, so it's just perhaps the swimming pool briefly and the sauna, depending on how much time I've got. Right, so I haven't done a video for quite a while now because there's only good things going on, like the tennis. So I'm up to my eyeballs in Roland Garros, and Champions League didn't quite go the way of Liverpool. But I spent, I guess, Saturday evening and Sunday just debating on Facebook what the necessity of people to mock. Like, I had one guy, he's a Chelsea fan, he's not even a Madrid fan, and he left me a comment to say, I'm so glad Liverpool won. Sorry, I'm so glad Liverpool lost. So I replied, why? And he wrote back, because they cost us 2 trophies. So I said to him, you had the same opportunity to win the games, because it was penalty shootout. You had the same opportunity to win as we did. And he wrote back, true. So I just think sometimes people are just really malicious when it comes to just the sports that we support and everything. So it's like, for example, I support Rafa Nadal, but obviously I want him to win his matches, but I'm not gonna go to somebody who supports Djokovic or some other guy, Federer or whatever, and say, oh, I'm glad Federer lost, I'm glad Djokovic lost, because what business is it of mine? My business is all things Liverpool, all things Rafa. So the idea that somebody's gonna come and tell you, oh, I'm glad your team lost, and they're not invested in any way, shape or form, it just shows maliciousness. It reminds me of it's King Solomon, the judgment of King Solomon, that's it, when you had the 2 mothers and the one was willing to have the child split in half, willing to have the child killed just because her child had died, right? So it says there's that kind of spirit out there in the world, and occasionally you run into it. So now I'm going to the gym, and there I will meet that there's a woman there, and I've mentioned her in previous videos, and she thinks she owns the place. She's been a very long-term member, sort of like 20 years or something, I've heard her brag. And so I will bump into her, but sometimes people conspire to drive people away, because obviously in their mind the place isn't big enough for them, or they think that they get very territorial with it. So I'm gonna go and have some fun with her, because normally I wouldn't go on a Monday. I'd go, as I said, on a Tuesday. So whoops, I nearly missed my stop. 1 second. Thank you. Right. Yeah, so I can stop whispering. There were a couple of passengers sitting in front of me, and I didn't want to be rude by speaking loudly. All right, yeah, so anyway, so this woman, I know they've got the seniors class, because when I was doing my exercise on the stairs with the weights and ankle weights, the neighbors, my sister's neighbors, are lovely. They're mostly senior citizens, but they are very lovely people. And right, so I heard there's a couple of them who live on 1 floor down, and they go to the seniors class. I bumped into them one morning when I was leaving, and because they go for walks, they're always out and about, which is really nice. And I saw them, and I said, where are you two going? Thinking they're off on another excursion. And they said, oh, to the seniors class, we come every Monday. So they were sort of down. I could hear them downstairs. They were leaving to go to the class while I was exercising. And so I could hear them speaking to one of the neighbor who lives opposite them. So they're off to the class. I may bump into them on the way out. But I thought, right, so if they're going, then the old bag is going to be there as well. Because she goes to everything. She doesn't seem to have a life. So she goes to all the classes. Last time I was there, I heard her complaining about all her aches and pains. And I thought, well, you know what? Not that I wish ill on anyone, but I'm thinking to myself, you're such a horrible person. It's reflecting in your body. It's catching up with you. So if I don't go tomorrow, they will think that she does, because they get familiar with patterns. If I don't go tomorrow, they'll think, oh, we managed to drive her away. She's not here. So I'm sure I bump into her in the changing room or near the swimming pool or in the sauna or somewhere. She's bound to show up. Or rather, manifest is the word I'd prefer to use. She's bound to manifest somewhere. So she wouldn't be expecting to see me today. But it's just one of those things. It may seem petty, but you have to. I mean, you hear so often people complaining about the state of the world, but all of us, there are certain paths that we walk, and to me, it's up to us to police it. If you see bad behavior, then it's up to you. And it's not a question of defining what bad behavior is. We all know to some degree what is acceptable and what isn't. And if it be the case, for example, we used to get this at church where people would stop going because of how others made them feel. So you get the same thing as well with the gym, where people would stop going because of how others make them feel. And I know it gives them great pleasure to think that, because I didn't go for a while, I was so busy with work that I didn't go for a while. So obviously the speculation was that something was up, or alternatively that, oh good, we got rid of her. But I think, when you're in a position, you have to stand up, you have to be present. And so as petty as it may seem, I'm looking forward to being in this woman's face today, so she understands that I'm here and I'm not going anywhere. And because I know there are people for example, there are classes that they would like to attend, but they won't because of those dreadful women. But anyways, I'm approaching the gym now. So I wish you all a lovely Monday morning. And I also wish you health and happiness. Look after yourselves. Take care. Bye-bye.